Hello angels, happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're fine and well. So, you've probably been seeing... I don't even want to say this. Smile and wave, folks, is all I want to say. April's astrology is respectfully a bit of a bum shafter. I'm just going to say it how it is. There's a lot happening. I think in the middle of this month, we have at least 6 planets in Aries. And Aries is obviously the baby of the zodiac, very impulsive energy, connected to Mars. There's a lot of anger, aggression, rage. You know, there's a lot of shit going down in Aries season. So just smile and wave, folks. Do what you can to stay grounded. You're probably feeling all sorts of exhaustion, which is what I'm feeling right now. And I don't think there's been a day recently where I say to you, oh yeah, I'm feeling full of the joys of spring. Everything's amazing. I could go for a jog right now. I could go do a workout at the gym for an hour. I haven't been in a gym. I haven't stepped foot in a gym since the 15th of December when I was at my brother's house. Yeah, long time. Because there's just been all sorts of exhaustion and difficulty, and then moving obviously has taken me a while as well. Like, oh my God. And so many of us, so many people I speak to, even people who aren't necessarily on their healing journey, or, you know, they work in a normal job, even they're like, what the fuck is this energy all about? So it really is affecting a lot of you. So what we're going to do, we're going to see what you need to know for this week, or rather specifically, what you need to know for today. Now, the weather here in the UK is absolutely glorious. I will say that it's glorious. We're very, like, it's warm, hence why I'm in this attire. It's warm. It's really, really beautiful. And I think when the weather's like this, it just lifts everybody's spirit. So, or spirits. So we've got walking away that's come out. What is it this collective needs to know? Is it you walking away from something? Is it community? Now, this is something that I've been picking up for a lot of people. Some of us are feeling guided to move away from things or people that we felt safe with. Okay? I mean, you don't always need to be doing healing work, because healing is non-linear. You will constantly spiral back to something to heal a different version of it or a deeper version of it. And as you grow and heal and learn, the lesson sometimes becomes harder because you're then strong enough to deal with it, right? But this energy, your masculine is moving away from a community as well. Like, they're moving away from something that they felt possibly safe with. It's, yeah, angel of balance. I just get this really strong sense they're recognizing whoever they're around is not for them. Man holding a heart. It's like they're recognizing, we've got financial constraints come out as well. They're recognizing that whoever they were around in whatever capacity. This happened the last time, if you remember rightly. These two came out together, and here they are again. Queen and King of Cups. Oh, can we have one more, please? The Sun. Yeah. Okay. So. That's better. This is interesting. You've turned your back on something, feminine. You have turned your back on something as well here. And I think you're sorry, 1 second. That would be one of my hairs. Lovely. And another one. Schmaltz, what can we say? 4 of Wands. You've walked away and you've chosen yourself. You're choosing to find inner strength, inner union. You're doing what makes you happy. And like I say, sometimes making you happy is watching a box set. Sometimes it's going out in nature, sitting near water. Sometimes it's dipping your toe in water. Sometimes it's going out with friends, with family. Sometimes it's going out somewhere on your own. But just know that if you are doing something to escape, that is okay. You're not going to get hauled over the coals for doing that. Yeah, 2 of Wands. Your masculine, right, so this is a past and a present energy here. These people, hang on, these people in this energy in the past are in the past for a reason. Like you and them, they're looking at you in a different light to what they've always seen you in a really beautiful light, a very nurturing, loving, kind light, yes. And very much focused on your own life, your own goals, all that stuff. But you are incredibly nurturing to the connection as well. And the masculines need to feel nurtured by you because they go through such a shit show that we're not always aware of. They need to feel nurtured by you. They need to feel loved. They need to feel that sense of calm with you because their life is chaotic as fuck when you're not in it. And sometimes when you are in it, it is as well. But it's like you're the calm, you calm them. Your presence, energetically even, is enough for them to just go, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is where doing the healing work is important because you have to feel safe and happy within you. But also, if distracting yourself from something or just losing yourself in a book or a box set or whatever, if that calms your nervous system and makes you feel happy, that's the right thing to do for you. Clarify the man holding a heart, please. Page of Cups, yeah. They're very close to doing something here. Why is this financial constraints card coming up? Because this is what they've been focused on. I don't really want to say they're in dire straits. No, it's not that sort of energy. Mother figure energy, but they're also, the Empress has just flown out over the man holding a heart. Some of them have had to leave you out in the cold because of mother figures, because of people dictating to them. They've had to hide you, basically. Clarify woman holding a heart, please. 10 of Swords. Okay, can we have a little bit more on that, please? Queen of Cups. Yeah, they recognise that you are aware that endings have to happen. It's like you've made endings and they've made endings because you're mirroring one another, right? So if you've moved away from people, they are following suit. You're realising who you want in your life or who you want around you, and they're recognising the same. Clarify the Sun. The clarity of the Sun card. Oh, hang on. Oh, 1 second. Oh my God, that was effort. The Ace of Swords. Clarity. They've had the clarity on lots of things here. There's so much like enamored energy. There's this, oh my God, like they just want to come towards you. Well, I'm drop seeing today. Good Lord. Okay, anything else? Yeah, they're definitely preparing is what I want to say. They're preparing. There are things you don't know about, but you're not meant to. We've got the 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles, so they're very much still holding on to your connection. And even if it's a bit quiet in the connection, like even energetically, even if like telepathy's gone quiet or something, they've not fallen out with you. There's a lot of following suit is what I want to say. So whatever you're doing, remember, feminines, you lead these journeys in the 5D. So you lead energetically, the masculine leads and takes the lead in the 3D. Okay. Well, I was guided to start with that, so. Oh, I need the big boys, excuse me. I need the giant ride weight again. We know how I love these cards. Here's my hand. For context. Yeah? See the difference? As I always say, size matters. Yep, I did just go there. No judgment. Size matters when it comes to tarot. And many things. So I'm feeling, as I'm channeling this, there's a throat chakra compromise. So you might be guided to sit and like work with lapis lazuli, like maybe sleep with a lapis lazuli crystal. Oh, I haven't unpacked my crystals. There's some under my bed upstairs, but I haven't got any crystals here. I'm still not fully unpacked yet. I've got about 100 crystals I need to unpack, and I'm just like, oh God, help me, please. There's just so much exhaustion to moving, because it's like, as we all know who's moved, it's a physical, emotional, spiritual process. Yeah, physical, emotional, spiritual process. And I'm just like that, oh God, I just want to curl up and go to sleep. Or sit in the garden, which I can now do because I've got a garden. Anywho, right, so with what we've just picked up on, what else does this collective watching need to be wary of or aware of? Yeah, there's definitely this need to move away from a guarded energy as well, like a defensive energy, because that won't serve you. In whatever capacity, we've got Two of Pentacles, which is like an umming and ahhing of a decision, but it can also be balancing out something potentially monetary related. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords. What was that? I nearly couldn't speak then. Goodness me. Oh, for fuck's sake, Five of Wands. Drama. Because nobody wants fucking drama in their life, do they? Confirmation with that noise then. Right, okay, so my music just glitched, so it's like a confirmation from spirit. There's some drama going on here. All right, I need coffee, bear with. And again. Seriously, look for the glimmers in life. Can you hear that? There's a glitch. Look for the glimmers in life. Savouring the coffee. I'm going to my brother's today to look after the doggies again. It's only for the day because they've gone out for the day for my niece's birthday. And honestly, are we done? That's really weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to my brother's to look after the dogs again. So that'll be very healing for me to be with them. Take them for a walk. Get them out in the garden. Sunny times. I don't know why we have the glitching going on. Bear with. Okay, that was weird. Don't know what that was all about. But anyway, when you do things for you that fill your soul, that light your soul up, honestly, everything changes. Clarify the Seven of Wands. What's this energy all about, please? And whose is this energy? The Emperor. Okay. Clarify. Don't want them. I don't want all of them. Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Ace of Wands. There's definitely some kind of new beginning coming here. Yeah. Now, the Two of Pentacles, like I said, is a balancing out energy. But it can be balancing energies, it can be balancing finances, it can be umming and ahhing about something, right? Now then, with this Six of Wands, this is the energy of somebody who's always trying to win, but it can also be an overcoming of something. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Wanting to sow some seeds. Wanting to reconnect is what I wanted to say. Tell me more about this Emperor and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. There's been some drama. There's a few things coming through here. There's been some drama. And for a lot of you, it feels like the masculine collective here, if you're not in any kind of communication in the 3D, but you've got like maybe telepathy or a strong energetic connection, it feels like they want to move things into the 3D. Clarify the Six of Swords. Yeah, but then we got the Knight of Swords again. They want to move things. Right, why is this Five of Wands here, please? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're just wanting to balance some stuff out, but things have been challenging with this other energy. And that's why things have had to be challenging effectively with you, like difficult with you as well, Chariot. But things are changing, Magician. Things are changing. There's a lot of processes taking place here. Sun. Judgment. Yeah, the Sun and Judgment. It's really, it is quite, can you tell I'm very discombobulated? And that's the energy of this reading. Like, there's a lot of discombobulation, and it's like other energies have been influencing that as well. All right, what's going on? What do we, whoa. What is actually happening at the moment, like collectively? Like, what is going on? Two of Wands. Okay, so we've got the vibe, Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Angry energies, Queen of Pentacles. Something has just come through my letterbox. Oh, angry energy, and here's the Five of fucking Wands. Right, okay. Your person's quiet at the minute. You're probably finding they're quiet at the minute. They're not really doing much on social media. They're just quiet. They're processing a lot of stuff. Damage control. Why am I hearing damage control? Hierophant. Clarify the Two of Wands, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Swords. Oh wow, okay. They're doing some reflection here. Five of Wands again, fuck me, this is hard. Right. Do understand, before anything can happen with you, they have to work through an ending here. Now, this ending may have already taken place sometime in the last year, let's say, or before that. But they have to realise that it's okay to take the time it takes for them to clear that heaviness surrounding the other person that they're with. You know, all they want to do is come and see you, but they can't do it until they've overcome something here, or until it's safe in some cases. Yeah, and when they do come forward, I promise you, for a lot of you, you have got that relationship in the offing. Hierophant, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. This is commitment. This can be an engagement of some sort. This can be traditional values. This can be marriage. But obviously, you've got to give them that time to clear out the old energies that they're dealing with. Proposal. For some of you. Coffee. For me, right now. You obviously cannot nurture this connection the way you would like to, other than energetically, right? And I think what they've realised, for a lot of them who are in this energy here, this collective, what this collective have realised is, and I've said this before, and I'm going to sound like a broken record once again, I feel like they have got a lot of discomfort and pain over spending so much time with somebody who didn't give them the love that they deserved, who didn't show them love willingly the way you have. They stayed with somebody who gave them conditional love. I will love you if you do this. Whereas you love them unconditionally. You know? So what I'm also getting with this Ace of Cups as a block, they do not have the love for the person that they did. That love is not for them. If they've got children with them, then they will always love them to a degree, yes, because they are, you know, it's the mother of the children, for example. So there will always be some kind of love there, but it's not romantic love. It's more, okay, I appreciate the fact that you are the mother of my children and you deserve that respect, even if they haven't had the respect themselves in the relationship, you know? But I think with you watching this, you just got on with your life and left them to it. And that's actually very powerful to do that. There's a man that's just walked past me in the morning. Oh, it's a funeral. Okay, I did think straight away I saw him, I thought that's a funeral, and it is. Graham. Oh. Yeah. That's the first time I've seen that in a long time. And there's a lot of people following the hearse in the car. Everybody's all brightly coloured though, which is nice. That's something I would stipulate on my own funeral. Everybody wears colours, no black. I know black is a colour, but everybody has to wear colours. So, but that's the death of that is a death, right? That's just gone past. That is someone's death. What have we just been talking about? The death of a relationship with a karmic. If that isn't confirmation, I don't know what is. So yes, your person doesn't love them the way they did, but they have some love for them because mother of children, or, you know, there'll always be a part of them that will care, but it's a different love they had for you. It's unrivaled is the word I want to say. But everything is unfolding how it's supposed to. And, you know, while they're not able to come to you the way they would like to, they're very focused on work. They're very focused on their immediate lives, you know, whatever's going on in their lives. And with the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups, they have some truth to tell you. This collective of masculines are not dealing with other people in terms of, like, they're not dabbling with other people, they are single. I keep seeing the Hermit as well. So I feel like this group of masculines very much so are doing the work. They're not dealing with it. They're not interested in dealing with anyone else. They couldn't, if they were hiding you, then they're not going to do more stress to themselves by trying to juggle. They're just not interested in that. They're not interested in that energy. They're not, this collective of masculines, they just want to do the work. They want to reunite with you. That's what they want. So let's ask, what do this group of masculines want? What do they actually want right now? King of Swords, peace. To be truthful, they want to speak the truth. I think for a lot of them they are doing though. What do they want, this group of masculines? What do they want? Queen of Wands. To be left alone. Literally, I'm just getting peace vibes. They just want peace. They just want peace. King of Pentacles. Good Lord. Ten of Cups. Emperor. Alright, can we have one more please? One or two more. Apparently we're having three more, guys. Spirit's obviously got a lot to say. King of Wands. Yep. So we've got the King and Queen of Wands. We've got an Emperor. We've got the King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. Three of Wands. And this. You know I do not like this energy in a reading. I honestly cannot abide by the Seven of Swords. I hate it. I really dislike it. But it's come out for a reason, and I'm going to endeavour to find out why it is here. Why have I got the King of Wands? Right, four of Wands. I meant to say the King of Swords, and it's clarified by the Four of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Hermit. They're in hermit mode. As I said to you, it's come out and here it is. King of Pentacles is clarified, but they're sorting out their money. They're holding on to something. Yeah. We got the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is what they want with you. We've got the Nine of Wands clarifying the Emperor. We've got the King of Wands clarified by the Seven of Swords. And the Knight of what? Right, hang on a minute. Is that energy yucky energy, or is it no, it's them wanting to come back towards you and hiding how they're doing it? Right, yeah, I thought that was the case. I had to, yeah, Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups. You know, they're this is hidden energy. Like you probably haven't got much of a clue of this in your connection, because yeah, look, King of Cups, Two of Wands, because you've been doing your work, your person's been doing their work, they've been closing out a heavy cycle here, you may have been closing out some cycles here as well. They've known that the relationship with you has had to take a time out. They've known that they couldn't just move towards you. And I think for a lot of them, they've worried about whether you'd get involved with someone else, but they're hiding a lot of passion for you. They're hiding a lot of passion. They just want to come back and talk to you. And the things that they've been hiding from you, they also want to talk to you about. Yeah, we've got the Lovers as well. And the Wheel of Fortune. So, and then the Eight of Pentacles. So like there is this, and then the Nine of Pentacles. They're definitely, as I said, I've said to you before, this energy here is single person. This is someone who is single. Like I said, they're not dabbling with other people. They're only interested in you. I did have to double check this at first, because I was like, the collective I pick up on never is dealing with other people. Like, they're closing out cycles. If they used to be a little bit of a player, then they might be sitting in reflection mode. With that Six of Cups coming up, they may be sitting in reflection mode about where they've been a bit deceitful at times. Or it could be that they're sitting there going, oh my God, I've got so much to tell this person, but I don't even know where to start, you know. So there's a lot going on, but we've got 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups twice, 4 of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, Emperor. And then we've got the Magician in reverse and Chariot. That's what they're used to dealing with. That is what they're used to dealing with. Somebody who is very manipulative, somebody who has caused them to be mistrusting at times, you know? So they're working through all of these times where they've obviously probably had to manipulate you to a degree, like lie to you a little bit. And do remember, your masculine does have to cause some trauma. No, let me rephrase that. They do have to cause, not trauma, but they have to cause, they have to act certain ways to bring up trauma to be healed and cleared. It's not a trauma bond in the normal meaning of a trauma bond. Well, if you only take into consideration past life, then there will be trauma attached or connected in your relationship because, or associated rather with your relationship and connection, because you'll have had death, disease and war that's probably separated you in past lives. And for a lot of you, you've probably got past life stuff to clear. And if you want help with that, I can help you via like a past life regression or like a past life healing session done via a shamanic journey, to look at the repetition or to look at the patterns that you are forming again in this life to close out, right? It just feels very sort of, these energies are quite difficult to navigate, to be honest. There's a real sort of sense of your counterpart just wants to come in and talk. And obviously you put boundaries in place, which is great, but they're very aware that they have to come to you a certain way. But like I said to you before, the karmic feminine has been, in some cases here, causing some trouble. So we've got codependency. What else do we need to know here? Butterfly. Moving on. Forward movement, healing, player. Now this is interesting. Commitment issues, dating other people, game playing. We've got waiting. I am going to clarify it. We've got tattoos. In a lot of cases, most masculines that I've channeled for and worked with have been players or have been, they dabbled a bit before they got into a committed relationship. And in some cases, they've dabbled a bit more while they've been in committed relationships, like no judgment. But remember, masculines grow up with this sort of energy of, they're taught to suppress their feelings, and they're taught that intimacy is more important than love, or is a version of love, if you like. Right, what do I want to clarify with these ones? Clarify the codependency. Page of Pentacles, inner child work is being done here. We've got butterfly. There's definitely some work that's been done. 9 of Wands, yeah. There's definitely some work that's been done. What have I got moving on? 7 of Cups. Clarify the player card. Knight of Wands. Right, okay, that. For some of you, they're working through the player energies that they've had. Those that have been players are working through being players, basically. They're getting through it. And that's why spirits, because they've got to heal this mentality. And they are healing it. They are healing it very strongly. But it's from childhood wounds. Tell me more. 3 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Ultimately, what they want is a committed relationship. But they've got to make sure they are feeling worthy of that. Yeah, they do. They want the committed relationship with the Page of Swords and the 6 of Cups. They want the committed relationship. But like I say, for many masculines, they have been players or they've dabbled, let's say. I don't necessarily feel they are, like I said to you before, I don't get they're dabbling now, but they're in a place of reflection where they're looking back at who they were, and you're probably feeling and working through that. And that can be quite triggering. It just feels to me like it's old energy coming up to clear and purge. And even if they weren't players as such, but have obviously dabbled before a serious relationship or before serious relationships, it's like what made them accept breadcrumbs, or what in their life created this pattern where intimacy was all that was important to them at the time, you know? And that's, you know, sex is very healthy, intimacy is very healthy in the right relationship, in the right connection. And when you know how powerful it is, you're not just going to do that with anybody, because as soon as you're intimate with someone and they're a little bit discombobulated or they're dabbling with other people, you're taking on all of those different energies into your sacral, and it can block you. It can block life force energy, it can block creatrix energy. It's very dangerous to just sleep with anybody. And having been someone who was promiscuous years and years and years ago, honestly, I don't recommend it. It's fucking, pardon the pun, soul destroying. You hold yourself differently when you're practicing celibacy. And it's not that you don't, I mean, for some of you, you may choose to consciously date, but again, when you've met the person who is literally the other half of you on these journeys, and you know how good that feels, even if you haven't been intimate with them, you already know it's going to be amazing. Why would you choose to just, by all means, be open to whatever the divine has for you? But I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, it's them or no one. I don't want anyone else. Now, that's great if you feel that way, because you're saying to the universe, that's who is my divine counterpart. If that's wrong and it's not that person, you will be aligned with someone even better. And I suppose that's where it's safe to go, do you know what? Let it go, let God. Let it all go to the divine. Right, so what actions are this group of masculines going to take towards the people that they care about? Finances, towards their feminine. Ego. They're also dealing with people who are very much focused on material things as well. We have spring very much highlighted here, so March, April, May. We have earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have fresh start, and we have cycles closing out with karmic energy, so ending of past patterns. That was a motorbike going past my house. If you didn't hear it, that is what it was. So, clarify finances, please. Page of Swords. Clarify the ego. 10 of Wands. Yeah, there's some burdens here, definitely. The Spring card is clarified by the 10 of Swords, so there's definitely more endings taking place. Is that King of Wands or Pentacles? Yeah, King of Wands here. They're definitely going to come towards you soon. Yep. Oh, wow. Guys, look. King and Queen of Wands. You've got union for a lot of you coming soon. Just don't attach to anything, please. Yeah, Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You, in the meantime, have got new things for your own life. I'm looking at the rabbit here. So, we've just had Easter, right? So something for a lot of you is unveiled or come to you over Easter, which will bring in a new beginning. Now, it could be with your connection, and it could also be with something else. But they are, with this Knight of Wands energy, closing out karmic cycles, they're doing it, and they're doing it fucking quickly. They're just like, no, I need to come back to the person I really care about. We've got 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about balancing the energy after the karmic energy is closed out, and then they can have that beautiful committed relationship with you. It's coming. Look, 10 of Pentacles. It's coming. It's coming. 10 and 10. Karmic cycle's closing out. But in order for it to be there, they have to heal the old versions of them that allowed less, that allowed them to be treated appallingly in some cases, which then projected out onto you. But remember, your masculine has to treat you a certain way. They have to reject you so you choose yourself, which is brutal. It's hard. It's not for the faint of heart, this journey. It really isn't. It's beautiful and rewarding in so many ways, but it's incredibly debilitating. And you have to be grateful for it all, even the hard parts. So, yeah, there's very much a desire to come towards you, but they're just closing out old patterns. I genuinely don't think this group of masculines are dealing with other people in that they're dating. No, if they were hiding you and the karmic feminine was aware of something to do with you, or, you know, they're not going to put themselves in more trouble trying to dabble with somebody else. No, I don't get that sense. It just wouldn't. I'd be very surprised, this group of masculines, because let's not forget, they're very awake, consciously aware. You have to let them do what they need to do, of course. You just have to leave them to it, like they have to leave you to it to a degree. But the masculine's eye channel here, they know there is no one else for them. They know. So they're not interested in dating other people. No. It's very much focused on business, focused on children, focused on the separation. Focused on growing things in their life, like growing abundance, building a business. It's about building those stable foundations more and more. Anything else this collective of feminines watching need to know? 9 of Coins, but it came out in reverse. 5 of Wands, Ace of Cups, sorry, Palace of Cups, Page of Swords. They definitely have to work through feelings of not feeling good enough as well at times. Knight of Swords, Magician. Love these cards. Oh, that's a naked hand man. We're just going to cover him up like that. Hang on. I'm fucking shattered. Honestly. I'm sleeping very heavily. Don't forget, we do a lot of clearing in our sleep. So if you wake up with random marks or scratches, it's probably because you're fighting shit in your sleep. I was about to say fighting demons. For some, it could be the case. Clarify the Knight of Cups, 9 of Coins in reverse. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, they're definitely closing out these cycles. What's kept them trapped is somebody who's a control freak. And I promise you, all they want to do is come towards you and talk. They just want to come towards you and talk. They're focused on their work, as we know. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Yeah, they just want to come and have a new beginning with you. They do. And with the Magician, the High Priestess and the Strength card, you know, they're trusting and being guided by their team. Why is the Three of Swords? Hang on. But the third party energy is still loitering, causing trouble with the Tower card. So you just have to be focused on you, really. You can't do a lot else. This is all unfolding how it is supposed to. The Fool. I always associate the Fool with Aries because Aries is the baby of the zodiac. The Fool is the baby of the tarot. The tarot is the Fool's journey, hence why it starts at 0 and ends on the major arcana at 21 for the world, which is here. Let me just cover her up because she's got her boobies out. There you go. There's definitely been a lot of shit in your masculine's life. Oh, I've only just noticed this. Right. So you got the Five of Wands here, but look at the energy of this guy here. Watching energy. Your person has had to put up with being watched a lot. In some cases by other people associated with their karmic soon-to-be ex-partner, officially in some cases, or their karmic ex, yeah? Like, it could be them watching, it could be others, you know, in some cases, extreme cases, the karmic feminine may have even been paying for a private detective. And, you know, your person has been extremely careful where you're concerned. They've been extremely careful. This is a collective where, much as you may have a beautiful dynamic with your masculine energetically and like telepathically perhaps, there is this real sort of, there's a lot of loss in this connection because you haven't spoken to them or seen them in a while. And that's because they've had to literally hide you. And that goes against everything they believe in, but it's to protect you and your connection, ultimately. Anything else? Yeah, Ten of Swords. While these endings have been going on, Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Fool. So things are gearing up, very much so. Things are gearing up. Page of Swords again, but that's just confirmation that they want to come and see you and talk to you. And then we've got the Ten of Coins. So, you know, they really are wanting that committed relationship, but they've had to close out this ending that's been quite difficult first. And you guys have been quite patient, really. You've just got on with your own lives, you know. There's been a lot of drama for them. They go through such a shit show. I mean, I think, I know we think we go through a difficult time, but sometimes the masculines have it way harder because it's lifetime after lifetime of programming that they're closing out. Admittedly, the feminines have that too, but for masculines it can be so much worse. Not that this is a competition, but you know, they really do want to come in and talk to you. Like, there's a lot of passion and like emotional, oh my god, I just want to see that person. It's just, this has been going on for long enough now, you know. They just want to see you and commit to you. Yeah, the Fool, two Fools. They just want to see you and commit to you. Chariot, it's on its way. It's just, it's taken the time it's taken, like, you know, these journeys, like I said, are not for the faint of heart. And the karmic lessons are vile sometimes. We know for our own, some of the karmic lessons I've had have been horrific this last few years. I can tell you that. I haven't even talked about them. Because, you know, if I told you, you'd be like that. Oh my god, what the actual fuck? Like, and you have to just forgive, not forget, but Remember, forgiveness is for you. It's not for anyone else. So this is why I've listened to an awful lot of Ho'oponopono meditations, because they're needed. But ultimately, a lot of us have been through some really challenging times karmically. And that's because those people have found us again in this lifetime to teach us lessons, or to pay karma back, or we've paid them karma back in some cases. But a lot of the time, it's us who feel like we're the ones who've been shafted at the shit pipe. Not the other way around, because it's always been someone trying to gain from you. Or take from you. And that's how you know it's karmic, because they're always on the fucking take. Talking of the take, have you ever seen The Take, the season? If you haven't, it's Tom Hardy at his best. He's a sociopath in it, but he's brilliant in it. His character. But Tom's incredible. The character is a sociopath, obvs. I urge you to watch it. And it's got the guy from Endeavour. I can't think of his name. Ginger guy. Really great actor. See him, see his face, can't think of the name. Please watch The Take. It's 4 episodes. You probably have to buy it on Amazon Prime. You might be able to get it on a Fire Stick if you've got one of those. It's by Martina Cole's books. It's based on her books. Honestly, fucking phenomenal. You know, when you say you want to escape to something, I'm watching Peaky Blinders again at the minute. I watched the film the other day and I was like, oh, this is... I've got to watch the whole fucking seasons. Fuck it. So I'll start it again. I'm on season 2 at the moment. And it's escapism. It's Tommy Shelby. It's Cillian Murphy. Great actor. But I know some of the accents are a bit, you know, questionable, but it's still superb acting. And I do find the character of Thomas Shelby very enigmatic, but the acting, nobody could play him the way Cillian Murphy does. He was perfectly cast. And he's such an enigmatic actor. Like, as a person, he comes across in a very sort of, he's charismatic, yes, but he is an enigma. You don't see much about him, really, do you? So the film is good. It was predictable for me, but it's good. But the seasons are just, yeah. Anyway, is there anything else this lovely collective need to know about before I shut the fuck up? Anything that we need to know about what's on the horizon? Because you know your person's going through a shit show. And all they want to do, no. All they want to do is come towards you, growth and expansion. So focused on your own growth and expansion. We've got heartbreak, we've got transformation, letting go, we've got burdens and responsibilities, and we've got incoming exciting news. All right. Clarify the note, please. King of Swords and the Two of Swords. Right, okay, so they need to make a decision on something. Growth and expansion is clarified by the Knight of Cups. Why have we got this heartbreak here? The Death card in reverse. So there's a cycle of heartbreak that needs to be cleared still. Which has made you... Okay, so where you have felt left out in the cold by your masculine, there is something coming up to clear here. And it's okay. Like, just focus on you and allow things to unfold as they are doing. There is some exciting news here, definitely. There's a lot of healing being cleared. There's a big healing pattern being cleared here of not necessarily feeling worthy. Yeah, temperance. Balance is coming to fruition here. And the burdens are being put down gradually. Okay, tell me more about the No, King of Swords and the Two of Swords. The Emperor. Interesting. Well, Emperor energy is always powerful. It's always positive. Ow. Why have I got heartbreak? 10th December. Listen, I said December for a reason. So something that happened in December that was challenging is being cleared. With the Death card in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles, you know, the relationship isn't over. The connection isn't over. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. You've just focused on you. Yeah, Hermit. But I reckon with both of you, with the Judgment card and then the Empress, you're really both in that Hermit energy of just doing the work, like figuring shit out, doing what's right for you. This collective of masculines are very drawn to you and very much wanting to come in with a demonstration of growth. And it's like, yeah, how do they, let's use the big ones, how are they feeling towards the feminines watching? How are the group of masculines I'm channeling feeling towards the group of... Do you know what? I'm going to leave that there. Tell me more. That's all you need to know. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You are who they want, commitment-wise. You are who they want. So they've worked through a lot, they're working through a lot, but you are who they want. Anything else? They're holding on to you. They're not, it's not in an attached way, it's in a divinely orchestrated, guided way with the moon. Things have been unfolding for them. They're working through the fear so they can come home to you. Do you know what? I nearly wanted to say, bring the chickens home to roost. I don't know where the fuck that's come from. Bring the chickens home. They want to move towards you, Six of Swords. Bring the chickens home to roost. Like, that's quite specific. So some of you may have a chicken farm, or I don't know, like there's a farm energy, there's a country energy to that. And then I just got a smell of manure. Nice. Okay. Okay. We get it. We get it. Country living. Spirit has wonderful ways of showing us stuff, and your person is practicing non-attachment like you have been, femme. And with this Devil in reverse, you know, they want to make sure they're coming to you from a place of alignment, not fear. When they're going to come to you, you'll feel a sense of calm. You won't know when. You'll just feel a sense of inner calm. And that's when they'll come in and be like, how you doing? A la Joey from Friends. In some cases, that could be significant. How you doing? God, you just love Joey. Joey, what's his surname? Can't remember because I haven't watched Friends for years. Anyway, if you would like a reading to look into your personal journey, absolutely fine. If you would like a coaching session for twin flames or ascension or a spiritual pep talk, I'm your girl. If you would like some shamanic healing, some cellular healing, some Reiki healing, past life regression, womb space healing or inner child healing, please message me, Zoe at thesassyspiritualist.co.uk, or go onto my Instagram, Empowered Soul Alchemist 1111, or the same again on TikTok. And I will look forward to speaking to you soon. Lots of love.